just to his left for Morehouse. Brings the pressure, gonna throw it deep down the middle, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Reggie Rayford. Rayford up the right sideline at the 40, and now taken down at about the 49-yard line. Not done a whole lot. He's gonna throw it here. Going up top, he's got a man, and it is Willie Young. Caught at the 5 and down at about the 2. And Willie Young's always been the big go-to receiver for the Golden Lions. Right about a 40-something yard gain for the Golden Lions. Handoff, big hole straight ahead, lowering the boom inside the 40 down to the 37-yard line. That's Draylon Willis. Touchdowns, no picks, sacked 3 times. Takes the snap here under pressure, gets hit as he throws it deep up the right sideline, and it's caught. What's happened there? 1st and 10 from the 15, Golden Lions knocking on the door. Handoff, Williams bounces off a man at the 10, inside the 5, Williams, yes sir, touchdown! Golden Lions! Keyshawn Williams, the freshman from Dalloway High School. Johnson under center. Gonna throw it. Slant. Caught. Touchdown. Morehouse. 2nd down and 10. Here's Johnson under pressure. Gets away from one man. Now throws deep over the middle. It is a sliding catch for a touchdown. Are you kidding me? Gonna throw it. Fade left side. Did he catch it? Yes, he did. Yes, sir. Touchdown, Willie Young. And a fade pattern on the left side of the end zone, over the shoulder catch. That was big time there. Handoff, Williams, 20-15, trying to get to the edge at the 10. Williams almost got in. Shotgun snap. Takes the handoff. Terrell's going to keep it, and he's going to score. Marcus Terrell. Quarterback keeper, yes sir, touchdown Golden Lions. Johnson just to the right of him in the backfield, 3 receiver set. Gonna throw it, steps up in the pocket, and he's gonna be sacked. Sacked back at the 31-yard line. And a big time sack by John Trell Lockett. 4th and 14 from the 30. Johnson, here's the game, steps up, buys some time. He's just going to throw it up in the end zone. And it is caught for a touchdown. Are you kidding me? On 4th down and 14, he throws up basically a Hail Mary. Handoff, Hanley. Or is it Terrell? I don't know who got it, but it's a touchdown. That's all that matters. They went for 2, got it. They had to go for 2 after the 2nd overtime, that's right. Had to go for 2 after the 2nd overtime. UAPB got it. They're up 29-21. Looks left, throws left, end zone. Caught, touchdown. My goodness, what a catch. UAPB's got to hold them. If they do, UAPB wins. If Morehouse converts the 2, we go to overtime number 4. What's it gonna be? We're soon to find out. Here's the snap. Gonna throw it. They lob it up in the back of the end zone, incomplete. UAPB wins. The Golden Lions win it on an incomplete pass on a 2-point conversion, 29-27 in 3 overtimes. Oh my goodness, what a game. And a big win for the Golden Lions to win their home opener And it was not easy at all.
All right. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Little Steakhouse for today's lunch with Monty Coleman. This past Saturday, the Golden Lions hosted Morehouse College as UAPB pulled out a 29-27 win over the Tigers in overtime. UAPB linebacker Willie Duncan led the Golden Lions in tackles with 11. This week, UAPB will open Southwestern Athletic Conference play against Texas Southern University in a conference home opener on Saturday, September 19th, and a 6 p.m. start at Golden Lions Stadium. TSU picked up their first win of the season with a 63-0 win over Bacone College. At this time, we ask the players to introduce themselves to the media. Mr. Duncan.
How you doing? My name is Willie Duncan. I'm a junior and from Michigan. Thank you for having me.
Mr. Terrell.
How you doing? My name is Marcus Terrell. I'm a redshirt sophomore from Chicago. Glad to be here too.
All right, at this time, we have opening comments from the players about last week's win over Morehouse College and talk a little bit about playing Texas Southern this week. Mr. Terrell?
We had a hard-fought win last week, and we came together as a team at the end there to pull it out. We got a big game this week, starting conference play, so we got to have a good week of practice to be ready to go.
All right, Mr. Duncan?
Yeah, as Marcus said, we had a hard-fought win, pulled it out. Great teamwork, great effort, and we have a big game ahead of us with SWAC play this week.
All right, now we have opening comments from the top dog himself, head coach Monty Coleman.
Thank you, Ronnie. Thank you to Tony and Little Steakhouse for hosting our weekly noon luncheon press conference. And I just want to apologize, first of all, because I'm out of uniform. And I was in the office actually doing some work, and time kind of slipped up on me, but it won't happen again. I will be in uniform, either in a tie, or I will be in UAPB attire. But what a hard-fought game we had this past weekend against a very good football team in Morehouse. They came in with the right attitude. They came in, they played hard, and took everything that we had to win that football game. It took 3 overtimes. But a win is a win. I had one young lady come up to me after the game and said, it was an ugly win, but we'll take it. My philosophy is this: there's no such thing as an ugly win. A win is a win. So we're very pleased and very happy to have it. Couldn't have done it without these two gentlemen that's sitting next to me. Willie led the defense and tackles. He's also one of our young men that helped keep us lined up right on the defensive side. In essence, he's the quarterback of the defense for the front line and for the linebackers. And of course, Marcus is also the quarterback for the offense and help us to put those drives together late in the fourth quarter and also in overtime to win that football game. So a very important game for us. It was our first game at home. We wanted to win that game, played a very good football team. I want to just make one disclaimer about a Division II school. A lot of folks said, well, we shouldn't have had that much trouble, we being Division I and they being Division II. Nowadays, it's going to be very difficult to play Division II schools because of the type of players they're getting. A lot of the players from junior colleges and other transfers that cannot get into Division I schools or maintain their grades, that's where they're going to Division II. So in essence, when we played Morehouse on Saturday, instead of playing a Division II school, on the field, they were really Division I players. And I think that's the reason why we had such a hard fight. They were well coached, very disciplined team, and played extremely hard. We start off this week, we open up SWAC play against Texas Southern. Should be another exciting weekend for us in Golden Lions Stadium.
All right, at this time, we open up for Q&A. I ask that you raise your hand and be recognized if you have any questions for a coach or the players. Mr. Sullivan.
Nick Sullivan, Palm Bluff Commercial. Say first thing, congratulations on the win. And what do you think was, I guess, the key to the win? And I think you said after the game that maybe last year's team wouldn't have been able to pull this out. What was the difference with this year's bunch that they were able to get it done?
The thing that I see, Mr. Sullivan, that's a little bit different than this year. Last year we had some individuals that played. This year we're playing more collectively. We're playing more as a team. And that's the reason why I made the statement. With the individuals playing and with Morehouse playing more as a team, last year I don't think we could have pulled it out, but because we are playing more as a team, all 11 on offense, all 11 on defense, and all 11 on special teams, that's the reason why we were able to pull this particular football game out, because we never stopped playing regardless of what the circumstances was on the scoreboard. The guys kept fighting as a team, and I think that's the reason why we won the game.
All right, and this is kind of for all three of you all. In a game like that, going to overtime, a lot of pressure, being the first home game and everything, what does that say about the team that they were able to, kind of keep that under wraps and, not let the pressure, get to you guys?
Well, it shows a lot of character about our team, leadership, not just at one position, but every position. And it shows a lot of effort also.
Well, I really think that, we stress family every day as a team, so that really showed at the end of the game where we were able to stick together and just keep fighting and pull out the win.
And I have to agree with both of the guys. A game like that builds character. Now, the only thing I'll contradict you, that there wasn't any pressure. We went out to do something. We went out to play a football game. The thing that we don't want to do is add pressure. Now, there was an urgency, of course, but not the pressure. And the urgency was to go out and play well and win the football game. And that team concept, I kind of changed whoever back when we were in Pop Warner, when Coach used to say in Pop Warner in junior high and high school, there's no such thing as I in team. And I contradict that. There is an I in team. And the thing that we were able to do in this game, even as young as we are, each individual, that I in the team, to make that team function correctly, each individual did their job. And that's the reason why we were able to pull out the victory.
Coach Tim Stubbs, UAPB-TV Sports and 89.7 KUAP. Talk a little bit about Keyshawn Williams. Got a chance to look at the true freshman from Dalloway, a local talent who was very good, and he's got some talented genes in his family as well. But talk about him. He scored the first touchdown of the game, a 0-0 tie going in the fourth quarter, and had another big run in overtime as well. So talk about him and how he's emerged in the last couple of weeks.
Actually, young man, we recruited from Dalloway High School. We knew he was special by watching him when he played at Dalloway. Once he came to us during training camp, we said this young man is going to be very, very special in the SWAC. He has great speed, great eyes, and real good moves as a running back. And for him to get in this game, anytime you have a freshman, you contemplate, am I going to redshirt him or we're not going to redshirt him? We had Hanley, who carried the mail for us last year, amongst others, Willis, Draylon Willis. So we're saying, well, are we going to play this young man? But he sparked so much in practice that we said, we can't redshirt him. We've got to put him on the field. He scored his first college touchdown, first collegiate touchdown, and just sparked the team. And I actually set up the second touchdown, the one that you're talking about, for the second touchdown. I'm not sure if it was your touchdown or Marcus' touchdown or it was yours.
Yeah.
It was Marcus. He set that one up with a great run around the right side. So this young man has great speed, great eyes, have all the abilities. We're going to try him on some kickoff returns, and because of his speed, and he's going to be a big asset to our offense.
Marcus, talk about now that you're taking over at quarterback, filling some big shoes. Ben Anderson, one of the greatest quarterbacks to ever play in UAPB football history. Talk about that transition and now that you've taken over that role as a starting quarterback and how that's evolved a little bit and the challenges of that.
Really the main thing I do is just try to stay a student of the game and study film hard and go hard in practice every day so that the games become easier. And I still talk to Ben from time to time. Sometimes he gives me a little advice and just tells me, stay focused, play calm. So I just try to take his advice and things I've learned on the field and from the coaches and just play hard every time.
And for you, Willie, you've emerged now as one of the leaders. Last couple of years, you've really done a great job defensively, and talk about the defense a little bit, along with you and DeMarcus and some of the other guys. Now, your leaders, and the score didn't indicate you'd give up 27 points, but it was a shutout until about a minute and a half to go in the game, and you guys played really well Saturday. Just kind of talk about your role on defense and some of your thoughts.
Like I said before, which is probably different from other defenses, we are not just a leader in one position, but in every position. Like DeMarcus Berry, he takes the leadership role in D-line. We have Kevin Rucker, he with the secondary, and myself, and not just those three, just everybody steps up, and help lead, and that helps a lot with character, and helps with a lot.
And Coach, as you got the victory, no matter what, I know it's a little nerve-wracking going into 3 overtimes, and thankfully for 2-point conversions, or we might still be playing right now. It was such an exciting game, but just kind of talk about going through the overtimes, your thought process. Is it as nerve-wracking on you guys as it is myself calling the game or the fans? Talk about that a little bit, and then on forward to play. Now you're in conference play, so it's a whole nother animal, but talk about that a little bit.
Tim, I hadn't been so exhausted from a football game since I played. I retired in '94. Totally exhausted after that football game. After that, the rest of Mr. Hardy came in to see me after the game to congratulate me, and I was just kind of strawed out over one of the chairs. Just totally exhausted. Great game to watch, a great football team in Morehouse. Shows a lot of character with our football team. And I've said this from the very beginning, and I think this is a feather in our cap because we are a very young football team. There was a lot of chances for us to just give up, but the guys kept fighting regardless of the age of our football team or the number of seniors that we've got on this team. But led by Willie and by Marcus, there was no give up in this game. But it was nerve-wracking, very nerve-wracking. And the thing that we're happy for today, and we mentioned in our meeting yesterday that we were able to pull that game out. I thought it showed a lot of character of this football team and the coaches to be able to pull that football game out. And now this week, we've got our hands full again. It's our second home game, and now we start SWAC play. Got a very good football team with Texas Southern. We were able to go down to Houston and play them last year, beat them at homecoming, and I know they're going to be mad coming into Golden Lion Stadium because of last year's homecoming, and they're coming off of a big victory over Pecan of last week. Beat those guys 63-0, so I know they're going to be flying high, and we've got to make sure that we have a great week of practice in order to beat these guys. I mentioned to the team each week, we don't want to rise to their level. We want them to rise to ours. So we got to come out and start fast, and we definitely got to finish. And those are the two main ingredients for beating Texas Southern.
Well, I know it was good to get a taste of victory going into conference play. I know that was real big for you guys. And last year was a thriller there in Houston, and it's always a big rivalry with Texas Southern, so I'm sure it's going to be a good one. Well, good luck.
Absolutely.
Good luck this week, Coach.
Thank you very much.
And to the players as well.
Are there any more questions for Coach or the players? All right. Well, once again, we'd like to thank you for coming out and having lunch with us. Just a reminder that your Lady Lions volleyball team will return to action on Wednesday, September 23rd against Fisk University in a 6 p.m. start. And then we'll host Texas Southern University on Saturday, September 23rd in a 2 p.m. start with both matches slated for the H.O. Clemens Arena. Also, don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, the UAPB Department of Athletics will hold their 3rd annual 5K run walk on Saturday, September 19th at 8 a.m. with the race beginning with 2 laps inside the H.O. Clemens Arena. For more information, contact Mr. Roger Totten at 870-575-8544. Also, just a reminder, tickets are still available for Legends and Legacies at Evening with NFL Stars, to be held on Thursday, October 1st at the Clinton Presidential Center in Little Rock. For more information, contact the UAPB Office of Development at 870-575-8701. At this time, let's give Mr. Tony Down and Little Steakhouse a round of applause for letting us come out and have lunch today. All right, once again, thank you for coming and having lunch with us. Until we meet again, just keep those Twitter alerts and emails coming in, and have a wonderful Golden Lion Day.